Parents need help to support their child's learning. We offer tips, strategies, as well as resources.
The Parent Academy programme runs at the school, providing parents with both English and maths lessons. They're classes where they learn to help to best support their children at home with their learning. They also find out more about what their children are doing in class so that they feel that they too have an understanding of what's going on in school and how to better support them at home.
What we want to ensure that we have consistency with what we're doing in the schools and then what the parents are doing at home. So we really work closely with the school to see what sort of methods they're using, then we can use it with the parents.
Well, there is so much I would like to tell parents about Parent Academy. You will be doing stuff for your kids, but without your kids.
We have a really good giggle at Parent Academy.
You get to sit without children, with adults, talking about children and stuff, but you have refreshments and breaks, and it's very relaxing, and the cakes are lovely, and the people are lovely. And aside from that, you do come out every session learning something you didn't know before, and it's empowering.
Through Parent Academy, I'm more outgoing. You get to meet new friends, different people from different cultures that you may not speak to, usually.
Initially, for some of our parents, I think they were a bit apprehensive to sign up to the programme. It seemed like quite a long programme. It runs for the whole academic year. And for some of them, I think they were concerned that maybe the work might be a bit too challenging for them. For others, I think they felt that maybe they didn't need the support. But once we got over the barrier of getting people to sign up for it, the parents started to come to the classes, and through word of mouth as well, people were finding out that actually it's a very friendly class and they're very supportive, the teachers, and a lot more parents have been joining since then. A lot of them are saying I feel a lot more confident coming into school now, and their children really love it as well, that their parents are in school learning at the same time as them.
Parent Academy has made an ginormous amount of difference to me and my grandchildren. Before, I used to sort of shoo them away to their uncle and get them to do maths with him and their spellings and different things. But now I can sit down with them, and the way I've learned through Parent Academy is how they learn in school, and I feel I can help them more.
I think with Parent Academy there's not a pressure on yourself to actually do a certain amount of learning or to be like at GCSE level. It's good that it helps you learn how to help your children.
Normally if my children came to me with their homework, I would just be in the right panic, especially if it was maths or something. Now obviously we've got a set of questions that we can ask them, which will help them to, work it out for themselves. Just having those questions helps.
A lot of parents do have this sort of barrier to maths. When I've said, we're going to do fractions, decimals and percentages, literally just went, and groaned and covered their ears because they just didn't want to do it. But I try to create an environment that they can express that, and then by the end of the session, hopefully they're saying, I can do that now, it's, I understand.
When we were at school, it was very different to how it is now, very different to how it was when I taught my own children. I understand the terminology now of different subjects, and it just has given me a better confidence in myself.
While they're enjoying the course, they're also able to help their child much more. They're understanding their child's curriculum, they're understanding ways that they can help their child, and how to research things if they don't know the answer.
Because I have children across all 4 key stages, I've seen how education just takes leaps and bounds sometimes. They expect a lot more from the children at this age than they did of my first 2. And that's helping me to keep up. Sometimes the things we're doing in Parent Academy will echo what they're doing in class. So sometimes, for instance, a haiku poem that I've gone home to make with her, she's like, Mummy, I know what haiku is, I know. And so we have that sort of basis when we're spending time together.
In Parent Academy, parents will play lots of games. If something is fun, then their child is going to want to do it. And if they want to do it, then they're going to learn while they're doing it.
The games with Smarties, you count how many Smarties there are, and you do division. So it's involving little everyday things in your life, and you can use them to count.
There's loads of fun little activities that you can do which are portable. You just stick them in your bag and roll them up. They don't take up major space in your house.
Some of the activities that my mum brings back home to do with us is fun, and rather than watching TV, I think that this might be more constructive.
There are loads of different ways that you can import your skills from Parent Academy. There are simply laminated charts on my fridge, which, you know, we can talk about while I'm doing washing up, to looking at our budget when we're going shopping and applying number techniques to what we're doing, whether can we afford this, or how much do we get for 20% more. It becomes something that's tangible and alive, and especially in that environment in a supermarket, you're not being told, no, that's wrong, rub it out. It's a relaxed environment to practice the skills in.
A lot of our parents have enjoyed having a teacher throughout the year that they can go to for support, and they know that it's there on the same day every week, and they can call them up, they can contact them and get extra support for their learning. It's often quite hard to catch the child's class teacher in the morning or after school, and these parents have built good relationships with the Parent Academy teachers, and they feel comfortable with them to ask questions that maybe they might not be comfortable to ask some of the school staff.
I tend to build up a relationship with the parent so that I know the parent and also their child, so that I understand what their needs are as a family. For example, it's much more difficult for a parent who may have 8 children at home to complete all of the fun activities in comparison to a home where there are 2 parents and 1 child.
Parents are more confident to actually go to their child's teacher and ask a bit more, okay, what are they learning? How can I support them more?
I also have found that it is easier to talk to my children's teachers about specific things they're doing, rather than saying, how was she today, or how did it go this morning?
The British Museum event was quite clever. There was a range of things that they could choose from, like a trail.
There were questions on the questionnaire, which we followed.
In the book, it wasn't all facts. We could actually go around and have a fun time.
I used my Parent Academy skills by asking open questions. She now realises that Granny can be wrong, and it doesn't matter if you make a mistake. You discuss it, and you think next time when you come to that same question, oh, I made a mistake there, I must do it a different way.
It's the first time actually in such a long time that I have come this far on the bus with all 4 of them. Obviously the first thing was making sure that they were all involved. The younger 2 got involved at their age, so they were still able to join in and find certain things within the museum. The girls joined in at sort of a higher level at their age.
It was nice that when we got back together, we could share what we'd learned, and it was nice and tactile where the children went around the walls and wrote. My son was impressed that he could tell people what he'd learned, and they actually wanted to hear.
Our interesting word happened to be sarcophagus, and because it's quite long, we broke it down, made it a bit funny. How do we learn the word sarcophagus? I think there's a readiness to attempt bigger words that you might have been scared of before. We're not word wimps, are we, anymore? We're not word wimps.
There are so many benefits for our parents that attend Parent Academy. They not only get the support with the maths and the English learning for themselves, but they also have all the extra activities, all the homework tasks that they get given, which are designed specifically for them to do at home with their whole family, not just their children that attend our school. It could be for the older children or the younger children. And for them, it gives them that chance to work with their children, supporting their learning, and also knowing what they're doing in class at the same time.
There are barriers and challenges for parents as everyday life, but also some parents, their experience of school may not have been a positive one. So we've worked really hard to explain more about what Parent Academy is, and hoping that they would engage in the programme, which some of those parents actually did, and now don't see school as a frightening place.
There has been times where it's just finding the time was an issue at home, but overall I think with the resources and everything, I've still got something that I can go back to. So although sometimes I've not been able to do all the activities, I still know I've got a pack where if I'm stuck with my children, I can just open it up, right, okay, this is how to help them.
The difference that Parent Academy has made in my life is a big difference. It's got me out of my house, it's got me to meet new people. It's shown me that it's never too late to learn different ways of learning and not be scared.
I think it just helps the family closeness together, and it helps the children to realise that you know what's going on in their school life. And of course it makes learning easier for them.
Wow, what I would like to tell other parents and grandparents, carers, come and do this course. It's amazing. It's one of the best things I've done in a long time.